Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On play action, Wentz. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Dancing away at the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Sit out! 180!
3 down. Odd.
Gotta go.
Check 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Lock in.
Kill.
Sit out! 180!
They try again with Cohen.
Run, go!
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Chicago is lined up for the kickoff.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Oh, yeah!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. And that is incomplete here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Wentz to throw again.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Even. 4 down. Even.
On play action, it's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's the number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Liz 5-3.
58 right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got 11. Single.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert with 3rd and inches. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Elliott good with a PAT as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Number 18, back deep to return.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Sit up! 180!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
4 down, 4 down.
Sit up! 180! Lock in, lock in.
Check.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go,
The Bears on 3rd down.
Lock in.
They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Sit up! 180!
Mike, check. 53's Mike. Pick it up, guys.
Red, up!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Let's go.
What are you hiding?
Hey, we got Mike.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Yeah, it was Fran who took it up.
Lock in!
Are they all melted? Ooh.
Sit up! 180!
They run. This is Cohen. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Reds up!
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down.
Reds up! Sit up! 180!
55!
Lock in!
Woo!
What are you
On second down, here's Trubisky.
Here they come!
Caught out left side by Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Four down. Check.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Kill.
Sit up! 180!
Mike 5-5. Get ready.
There you go, we go. You see it? Lock in. Hey, gotta go.
Hey, alert 3.
The former Gamecock here, this is Mike Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
We got four.
Reds up! Sit up! 180! Sit up!
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Lock in. Sit up! 180!
No. Off.
What are you hiding?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Lock in.
Four down.
Sit up! 180!
Fresno.
Trubisky to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nigel Bradham in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Here we go. 120.
3 down.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.